Doesn't look as though he snookered Barry, which is a little bit careless. So Barry may be able to get his cue ball back behind the black. And the reds are spread now. Purposely tried to play it into the green, but he didn't hit the green full enough. Well, he's left the red to the far left corner, but he could have left something easier.
A round of applause from Ronnie Jr. He's just overscrewed that slightly, but it's a little cutback. And it's there. How's the cannon? It's not bad. He's got the one to the middle pocket. If he can't see this one to the left corner, well, if he can see the one to the left corner, Barry knows that this is a great chance for Ronnie.
9.
I know there's a long way to go, but great champions usually finish in style.
16. 17.
You know, John, when you speak at dinners and that, and I usually do a little thing, who's the 3 greatest players that's ever played the game of snooker?
22.
And 2 of them are sitting in the studio. And since 1990,
23.
I said Stephen Hendry overtook the great Steve Davis as the greatest player that ever played. And I had Ronnie at number 3. But if he goes on to win this year's World Championship, I'd have to put him at the top of the list and say that he is the
28.
greatest player that's ever picked a cue up. My personal opinion.
Yeah, and I think the other 2 players you've mentioned will agree
29.
with you. The most natural talent the game has ever seen, there's no doubt. Somebody said to me the other day that if Ronnie wins the World Championship, what does that say about the other players? I said, well, all they can
36.
do is just say that they played in an era of greatness.
37.
And that's Ronnie O'Sullivan.
Well, he's the defending champion. He's won it on 4 occasions. It's looking good for a 5th
44.
at the moment, but he has a few more to pot yet. But it has to be said,
45.
Barry Hawkins in this final has been superb. He really has put up a fantastic display. And if he had been up against any other player, he could quite easily have been in front, John.
He's played absolutely marvellous, and I think really this will have done Barry the world of good. I know he'd be disappointed if he was to lose, but boy, has he proved to everybody who loves snooker that he is going to be a major contender in many, many World Championships.
50.
He's a great match player, and he's proved that he's got a great temperament.
Right.
Ronnie just having a quick look at the scoreboard. 50 points, the lead, 75 remaining. So just needs 3 of these remaining reds to be sure.
I'm sure Ronnie will say that Dr. Steve Peters has been a big help to him throughout this year's World Championship. He really has Ronnie in a very positive frame of mind. He's got him mentally in a very happy place, and that's the gentleman
54.
sitting there on the right, leaning on his knees.
55.
Ronnie does go and stay with him. He's got a room in his house that Ronnie can use. And this has been absolutely fantastic. Ronnie Jr., well, they're all very pleased.
And as you say, Dennis, like the true champion, he's finishing in style. We love the way he plays. And there's the little fist pump. Well done, Ronnie.
68.
And the thing to remember is that we love
69.
watching him play. And let's hope that this could just give him that urge to carry on.
Yeah, we don't want to hear Ronnie saying he's going to retire. The game needs Ronnie O'Sullivan, and it's very rarely you see that from
75.
the Rocket, but he
76.
must be feeling so good inside. But once again, Barry Hawkins has played his part in this year's World Championship. But this man has done something very, very special here this year. And listen to the crowd.
84.
If he could get a century, it would be a record. It's not going to be a century, but what a fantastic defence of his World Championship. A lot of people didn't think Ronnie O'Sullivan could do it. And Barry Hawkins coming along and congratulates him. What a smashing final we've had. Fair play to both players, but you're looking at a genius there. Ronnie O'Sullivan is the 2013 World Snooker Champion.
Ladies and gentlemen, your appreciation please for both of our finalists this year. A marvellous, marvellous win for Ronnie and a wonderful achievement for Barry Hawkins. Barry, come and have a chat with me. Well, the O'Sullivan family in raptures here, they're enjoying it. That's another one for the family album, isn't it? Barry, I know your family's been here too, and I know that they and we all have appreciated what you've done. You have more than justified yourself in this amazing run. What has made it so difficult to face this man over the past couple of days?
Everything. I tried my hardest, you know, and I've just made a few more mistakes than Ronnie did, and you can't afford to do that against him, because I think he's just unbelievable, to be honest. And the way he makes it look so easy is just frightening for most players, and I'm just pleased the way I made some sort of game of it, you know, and pushed him a little bit. So.
I think everyone appreciates that, Barry. Barry, you won the first event of the season. You're runner-up in the last event. Absolutely no trace of burnout from you. How have you done it?
I don't know. Just kept trying hard. I'm sure I'll collapse after tonight, I think, but it's been so hard the last couple of weeks. Come through. Cheers, mate. I love you too. Yeah, it's been so hard the last couple of weeks. Come through so many tough matches, but yeah, I'm obviously delighted to get to the final. But once you're here, you want to try and win it, and kind of come up against a tougher opponent.
Tell us about this experience. The whole family's here, your little mate, your son Harrison's enjoyed it as well. How special for them? How valuable an experience has this been to you and the whole family, Barry?
Of course it has. It's, it was everybody's dream, you know, to see me play in the world final, and it's most players' dream. But hopefully I've got a few more years left. Hopefully I can come back and win it one day. But it's a proud moment for everybody. But shame I lost, but Ronnie's by far the best player in the world, so there's no shame in that at all, really.
Ladies and gentlemen, only 25 men have graced a Crucible final, and this is one of them. They can never take that away from you. Well played, Barry. This is like deja vu, Ronnie. I tell you what, you've done some special things in your time, but this surely has got to top the lot. How have you done it, Ronnie?
I just want to congratulate Barry on a brilliant tournament, brilliant season, and that's the hardest anyone's pushed me, and I felt I was playing okay, so I just couldn't get rid of him. You know, he was just on me, and he was making it look so easy, and I just thought, oh no. I just hung in there, and you know, it was a brilliant final, and you know, it's just good to be part of it.
You've made it look ridiculously easy at times along the way. Yes, that's the hard bit, as you say. But what's it been like behind the scenes, and to whom do you owe a debt of gratitude, rather?
Obviously, you know, just to Steve Peters has kind of been with me all the way. You know, I don't think I would have won back-to-back world titles if I wouldn't have worked with him, because obviously 17 days is a long time, and everyone knows with me I'm up and down like a whore's jaws.
I think we'll forgive the industrial language.
But
you want to rephrase that, or we'll just plough on, shall we?
it's a bit late, it's live, Hazel.
It sure is, buddy. Tell me this. When you first committed to defending this title 8 weeks ago, honestly, what did you expect?
I didn't know what to expect to be, really. I didn't come here with any... my main motive wasn't to come here and win. It was just I was so kind of bored, sitting on the sidelines, nothing going on, and I just thought, you know, I could do with something to just keep me busy for the next 6 weeks preparing for the World. That's my honest thing. And then obviously coming here, I like Sheffield, I love the tournament, I love being at the Crucible. And so, you know, it's filled a good nice gap of 8 weeks, and I've got to keep busy now, haven't I? Otherwise I'll, you know, could implode. But no, listen, it's been great, you know, just to get something back in my life.
Well, I don't know whether we should say, is it a date, same place, same time next year, or will we see you a couple of times in between?
You know, listen, I've had a great time. I've enjoyed every moment, you know, and I love playing. So I'm definitely going to be playing in some smaller events, because to me that's just pure snooker here. There's a lot going on, you know, and it's hard, you know. But I just love playing, so I'll definitely be playing in some smaller events, and we'll just see what goes on, you know. But you know, we'll see.
But Sarah Beanie's job in property development is safe for now. You're not going to be going into that. It's still snooker that lights your fire, yeah?
Well, I don't want it to be honest. I want to kind of balance it with doing other stuff. I've realised that the year out I didn't really miss snooker. I just miss having something to do. So if I can balance it with other things, then that's the way forward for me. Because you know, you feel trapped sometimes when it's just snooker, and you know, I'm not good at dealing with all the emotions that comes with it. So sometimes I need something on the side just to chill me out a bit.
This is quite a wonderful achievement. It's not just a great achievement in snooker, it's a great achievement in any sport, any place, any time. You're champion once again for a 5th time. The Rocket, Ronnie O'Sullivan.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome your presentation party, Barry Orr, the Head of Public Relations at Betfair, and Barry Hearn, the Chairman of World Snooker. Ladies and gentlemen, your runner-up, receiving a cheque for £125,000 and the silver medal. What a fabulous fortnight it's been for Barry Hawkins. The winner, receiving a cheque for £250,000, the trophy and the title, 2013 Betfair World Snooker Champion, the Rocket, Ronnie O'Sullivan. Ladies and gentlemen, your champion, Ronnie O'Sullivan.
Well, Steve and John, still with me. These are now familiar scenes. Ronnie's done it again, back-to-back world titles. And how much further ahead than the rest was he over the last 17 days, Steve?
I think he played snooker to another level, and it's tough for the players to live with him when he's in any type of mental shape. And, you know, he could just come back again and do it all over again next year. He doesn't seem to be suffering getting near his 40s as some players have done. A fantastic performance, never really challenged, to be quite honest, by anybody. People got nearly close, he just pulled away again.
Where does this rank in the all-time list of achievements in your sport, John?
I think for him, this is probably his best because of that 11-month stroke, 12 months off. I mean, to come here totally cold, not had a match, we were all wondering what the first round was going to be like. He got through that and he got stronger on it. He played one session against Stuart Bingham that was from the gods. If you get a chance to watch that, go on your iPlayer, pick it up and have a look. That is the benchmark for everybody to play snooker.
Indeed. I was going to ask you about everyone else. What do they do now? A man's just walked in after 11 months and walked away with the title. What do the other top players in the game do now? How do they strategise things?
The top player in the game at the moment can only play the standard they can play at. But somewhere is a 12-year-old kid who's watching, who at some stage in the future may even take the game to another level. I know it's hard to believe, and it may be a long, long time before, a bit like Bob Beeman's long jump record. But actually, somewhere down the line, somebody will be inspired enough to put in the hours of practice. Who knows where that's going to be?
John, what do you feel the others have to do now? Can they catch this man when he's in this kind of form any time?
Well, if he's in this kind of form, there's a big question mark. But listen, we've got a lot of talented players out there. Your Selby's, your Robertsons, all these people. When they're at the best, they can give this fella a game. Don't make no mistake about that. The trouble is, when he's at his best, he's another level to every one of them.
Yeah, indeed. Steve, John, it's been an absolutely amazing championship. There's been so many twists and turns along the way, but there's one story that's dominated, and it's the story that we have here tonight. In your mind, Steve, you said it would take a superhuman effort to beat him, and he's proved that he's certainly human, all right. He's told us that he cracked up on a couple of occasions almost along the way, but he's been so focused, so determined this time.
Yeah, I think he's shown great temperament, stronger temperament than we've ever seen before, and a side to his game that people doubted he ever had. But he's shown the ability, when pushed under pressure, to completely hold himself together, like no other player has, to be quite honest.
Okay, gentlemen, it's been fascinating. It's been great. I think it's time we took the long rest, the three of us. Thank you very much for your company the last 17 days, and indeed thank you very much for yours. Well, it started out as Mission Impossible, but the rocket, for him, it's mission accomplished from us all here in Sheffield. Good night.